everyone. My name is Shema, and I was born and raised here in Brooklyn. We are very cultural, so we traditional at times. We are from a Turkish background, and today I will show you how to make Turkish coffee, which we do a lot at home and here at the Turkish Cultural Center. I would first like to introduce the materials that we use to make Turkish coffee. We use finely ground Turkish coffee, and I always prefer this brand. I feel like it gives the Turkish coffee a more original taste. We also use this. This is called a cezve in Turkish. This is a copper pot. It's traditionally made in this copper pot with a long handle. This is small today because we are going to make just 2 cups, small cups of Turkish coffee. Normally they come in all different sizes, and the one we have at home is pretty big. It's a little bigger because we can make 4 or 5 cups sometimes at once. Also, we have here this traditional cup that we use often. It is also in a copper holding, but it does have the small cup inside. And what we do is traditionally we serve this Turkish coffee with a piece or 2 of Turkish delight next to it. It's also served with a small cup of water because it could be very heavy, which is why we drink it in a small cup. It is very heavy coffee, so we prefer to give people water so they could drink water right after it and cleanse their mouth. And now I am going to start making Turkish coffee. How we make Turkish coffee is we take 1 heaped spoon of coffee for each cup. So if I want to make 2 cups of Turkish coffee, I will use 2 spoons of ground coffee. I will use from here. It should look something like this. So I will take 2 spoons, full spoons of Turkish coffee. 1, 2. And then for those people who don't take any sugar, you can automatically just leave it this way. But for people who do take sugar, the amount of coffee you put is the amount of sugar you put for a medium sweet coffee. For those who do like very sugary, you would put 1.5 spoons. So I'm making a medium sweet Turkish coffee right now. So that's 1. And that's 2. This is according to taste, but medium sweet is usually 1-to-1 ratio. And then I slightly mix the coffee and the sugar together. So it looks like this. And then what we do is I have my water prepared. So you measure the water into the cup so you get an accurate measure. I have water in here already, and you put it in 1. And then 2. There you go. And then I prefer to put the water in afterwards because it gives makes the coffee more bubbly. And it's very traditional to have that layer of foam on top of the coffee. So what I do is I mix this right now. Alright, the important part also is to mix this very well before you put it onto the stove. You usually don't touch it after you put it up, so you mix it well. And then I'm going to hold this here on top of the stove. Also, what's important is that you make this into a simmer. You let it simmer very lightly, so that the coffee is cooked well. Never put it on high. Always let it on a low light. Okay, so slowly you're going to see the sides rise, get foam. That's very good. What you're going to do is you're going to let the sides rise a little bit, like it is right now. You see that?
Yeah.
And let it rise a little bit more. Don't let it rise too much or else you'll lose the foam. And then I'm going to take it like this. The foam is very important, so what we're going to do is, because we're going to split this into 2, I'm going to take the foam here, and I'm going to split it evenly here, and I'm going to take a little bit more of the foam, and then I'm going to put it here. Maybe I'll split it one more time. Because they say Turkish coffee is nothing without its foam. After you split the foam equally, you put slowly down the corner so you don't lose the foam that's already there. You put the coffee in. There you go. You see?
Okay. Very good.
People do use milk. That's complete preference, but original Turkish coffee you drink with water. You mix it with water. That's much more, you have a much more bitter taste. But originally and traditionally it's just water, the Turkish coffee, and the sugar. That's it.
You can add milk at the end?
What's important is that you don't add anything after you put it into the cup. So that's why we add the sugar before.
I see.
Because if you add the sugar afterwards, you're going to miss the foam, you're going to lose the foam,
I see.
and you're going to ruin the look as well.
Right.
So we add the sugar before, and if there isn't enough sugar, the people, for example, they take Turkish Delight next to them, they eat something sweet, and then they drink the coffee.
I see.
So